it's debatable. I'm Jalen.
I'm Justin.
So since it's the top of 2022, I feel like it's very important that we discuss, the champion of the year.
Champion.
The voting poll I believe should be out already. So I feel like we should talk about it and yeah, like overall. So how do you feel about some of the some of the contenders for champion of the year in your eyes?
Hold on, cause you gotta pay homage and respect. Shout out to Jay Black
Okay.
for putting this whole thing together. I don't think we can speak about it without showing that respect for something that he advocated for, and the culture made it happen. And I feel when it first was around, when it first came out about 3 years ago, you know how battlers are gonna act like it's no, that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And but now you see, 95% of the battle rappers give a fuck.
Yeah.
You may have some here and there who still really don't care because they're who they are. Like people like Lux and Goods Move, they're not really for it because they battle once, maybe twice a year.
And they're kind of old.
Right. Yeah. But right now, still a lot of the top tiers and everyone else still care a lot about the award, and they do move their schedule around to try to make sure it makes sense for them to win it, and they pick battles now that will help boost their stock, and they try to even some of them battle a lot to bring up the value.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, shout out to Jay Black and the whole champion team for putting together champion of the year and pushing the culture forward. I'm sorry, but to answer your question, the people in the running, I feel in no order, Geechee, Serve, Easy the Block Captain,
okay.
DNA, Chess, Real Sick, the people that, at least, I think the qualifications, you at least have to have 3 battles.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I feel to Surf's point, who came out and was advocating that you should have at least one URL battle to even qualify for the award, because we can start right there. How do you feel about that aspect? Because now that goes to someone like A Ward, who I didn't mention, who's also in the runnings, probably top 5. But some people feel like a Surf that if he'd even have one URL battle, how can he really qualify for that award? Which champion of the year is qualified? It's like an MVP, the award of the NBA. So how do you feel about that angle of it?
I feel like he does qualify, but I feel like it's tough to make a case for him for the fact that he doesn't have a URL.
He has the most battles out of his other 2 really counterparts that are challenging him for it.
Yeah. And I feel like it's tough to make a case for him because URL is where the top competition is. And I feel like it would be tough to make a case for him, but I feel like he does qualify and he should get some recognition.
But he faced that competition from the URL, just not on the. So you're saying the platform matters because he's faced URL top tier battlers, just not on the URL. This year he has a Suge, he has a Eclipse, he has a Arsenal, he has Luke Castro, he has battles against some of the stars of the URL. It's just not on the URL.
But I feel like for instance though, you take the Clips battle. The Clips battle wasn't really wasn't really a battle. It was more so like a fun battle. Like the texture of the battle wasn't.
You feel like that when Clips face anybody? So
no.
Move to your next point. Because you feel like that when Clips face anybody.
No. Being serious though, it was a 1-round battle. And it wasn't
I named 4 other people though.
Okay, all right, and then I really haven't seen the other battles, to be honest with you. So the only one I really seen was the Ill Will one and Clips, and I feel like
Ill Will and A Ward was not for contention of battles of the year.
Yeah,
it's just not on URL. It's on KFC.
Yeah. Yeah, but he definitely qualifies, but it's just tough to make a case for him.
So, but in your opinion, should he win the award?
No, I don't feel like he should.
Because of the URL thing.
It's not me, from my reason.
If he was on URL and had those same opponents, then I don't feel you would feel it. If he faced Suge, Arsenal, Clips, and Luke Castro this year on the URL, I don't think you and people would be saying that. Don't do that.
I guess.
So is it the platform? Just be
okay.
real. Is it the platform then?
Um,
Because there's no way he could battle those names on URL and you would say this right now.
Now there is a way, because I just feel like there's the other contenders. The other contenders have a good reasoning as well. It's not just solely him. Like, I feel like the other contenders have other.
So going on to one of the other contenders, the people who feels the odds-on favorite right now is Geechee Gotti. Are you in that bandwagon?
Definitely. Only because
Talk about it.
I feel like as far as relevancy, he's been like the battles he took in and the impact that it had on the culture was very significant. So when you talk about the tournament and with Drake popping out and all that and just splitting, like you seen like the impact that had. You seen the impact of him battling Lux and what that had. You seen like
people say that he fucked your man's up, which is why that's one of the convincing reasons. Make sure you say that. That's one of the convincing reasons.
Not for me.
Is that I'm talking about the culture, not you and the little cult that thinks that he beat Lux, but the rest of the culture feel that win was one of the biggest reasons why he's actually in the lead.
I mean, like I said, it was significant.
No, but you have to say that.
No, I don't feel like he fucked.
No, but we're not told. I'm not saying for you. I want to say the culture feels like that though. Of why that's one of the main. No, because you're not gonna weasel. No, tell Danny. No, there's no weasel activity though.
You asked me for my reasoning for champion of the year.
No, but I'm saying now. I'm just saying. I want you to say the consensus feel. Say it though.
The others.
Right. A lot of a big portion.
The others.
A big portion.
The others feel like Geechee, clearly won that battle, which I did.
Against who though? Who did he battle on the Drake card? Oh! I'm sorry. Who did he battle on Drake card?
He battled the Loaded Lux.
Okay, and the Loaded Lux got the smoked and the beloved died.
Other people, the fans, the consensus, as you want to say,
large part of the consensus
feel that he
at least 80%.
They feel that he
they feel very strongly too. It's not like a little infant. Like they feel very strongly.
They feel that he won the Lux battle, but you see the impact that had as well. Also,
the Calico battle.
Yeah, the Calico. Well, I feel like he lost that.
It's no, because even as but I'm not saying wins and loses, because now the names also matter. So I'm saying
though, but I feel like I can't.
The Rum Diddy main event.
But I feel like that doesn't make a case for him for shit, because that Calico battle, it wasn't like it was one of the better battles of the card, but it didn't really have a lasting. He didn't have a lasting impact on that card.
He had round of the night.
The second
round of the night. It wasn't contention for it. Now, Court, you could say other rounds, but I'm saying that was the round.
That's the same battle with Chess and Easy and Surf and John John.
He still had one. He still had contention for round of the night. That was when he talked about the prep thing. He had the building shaking. We're not, because that. Okay. First of all, hold on, because don't look at me like that. That card was not that easy to block Captain and check. The next best battle was Calico and Geechee. What the hell are you looking at me like that for?
Okay, but
that was the next best battle on the card.
That was the next. Oh no, first. Okay. The round of the night is crazy though.
He's crazy.
Contention.
What you about to? Was that the next best battle on the card?
Yeah, but
okay, so he had, and that second round was the round of that battle, and that's the second best battle on the card. That's one of the rounds of the night. Contention for one of the best rounds of the night.
That's not alright. Whatever, bro. We have two different. That was nowhere near the round of the night for me. That was the round of the. Oh shit. All right, that's for another story. But yeah, I don't feel like that had a significant impact. But I feel like
how he had some of the loudest reactions from the whole night. But I guess that doesn't matter. It's just I don't know.
Anywho, I just don't feel like that was round of the night, and I feel like he kind of lost that. So with that battle, I feel like that adds to his resume for like that doesn't make a good case for him for champion of the year. But I feel like with all like even the 2-on-2
battling A Ward.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. I feel like him with the 2-on-2 with Swamp, and then you feel me, him just dominate. Like you seeing like you feel me, he was like they were kind of the performers of that one. Like he has lasting impacts on these cards. Like even him with A Ward on the Riot, on his own. Like you feel me, he has a very impact on every most of the battles that he's on that whole year. So I feel like that has a good case for him.
To your point, though, even so, look at this 2-on-2 with Swamp and Battle Swamp in the same year.
Yeah. So yeah, he has.
In the DNA, that's the Gary thing.
Yeah, I feel like he had. Damn.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
I'm saying.
he has like a very like lasting impact. So how do you feel about
I don't have him
Geechee?
as champion.
No,
of the year.
Geechee being a favorite though. Like,
I could see why, because he has the names and strength of schedule, but I don't have him as champion of the year. If we want to really get into it, I have Chess.
oh, okay.
I have Chess.
Okay.
I think Chess is always slept on every year, and it was to a point I feel like Surf made on it live. He said like Chess is now kind of like a Paul George and someone like and then someone like Easy the Black Captain is like a Trey Young.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like when Trey Young scores 30, people are like it's more talk when Paul George scores 30. It's like, oh well, we seen him do that. So it's kind of, even though Chess is so young, he's been around for so long. We've seen him do so many spectacular things in the culture. But I feel the top, and this is just what I think, the top 2 out of 5 battles of the year, he's in both of them with Easy to Block and Loso.
Okay.
It just came out on the LBRT podcast. Is that right? I'm saying
LBTR.
Right, and they put up the battle of the year. He's in 2 of the top battles.
Okay.
Arguably, you could say won both.
Okay.
Clips. Was that the only battle we got on YouTube this year from the URL? Well,
with the exception of Hollow and K-Sean.
Oh yeah, they dropped that one, but people I think were gravitated towards the Clips and Chess. It is Elba and the other guy. I still don't remember the other guy's name. Advocating for that battle.
Mm-hmm.
A name like Clips and then a name like Chess, that shows that. And then who else did he battle? And then the Kid Chaos battle, where people feel another dominant win for him. I feel Chess has had a dominant year. I think one more battle, I think would have done him more. Because like you said, Geechee has so many battles though.
Yeah.
But I feel Chess, because the quality of those battles. When Loso and him dropped, it was the most talked about battle. I remember that.
Yeah.
I watched that at my job. I didn't even watch. I listened to it. It was fucking crazy. Like him versus Easy the Black Captain battle of the year. I don't see how that's not being talked about. But that's just my opinion. He's also in one of the running. Who is your champion of the year? Is it Geechee? You said?
Yeah, I would say Geechee, but just to make a case for some other contenders out there.
Surf.
So Surf. How do you Okay, with Surf, right? First of all, let me just say, how do you feel about the year that he had in general?
You mean the last quarter of the year?
I mean, it's still the year though.
Yeah. He's arguably 9-0 in his last 3 battles. And he's in this conversation because of the impact. John and Surf, we're not gonna act like the culture didn't have John before the battle.
Yeah.
But to smoke this man, the way John painted that narrative. You remember when Surf came out and it was announced on that car, John said, "This is like Duck Hunt. We got him. He got him, and then he got. Like, and we haven't seen John since he just dropped that diss thing, which I don't like. So, I'll just be real on the show. Right. I don't like that diss track. It sounds weird. I don't know what he's talking about. You lost your last battle. Come back and smoke something or shut up. I don't want to hear all this diss track and all this. You need to smoke your next battle, number 1. Then he goes to the Calico, the rematch. People feel he lost the first one. Comes back, does numbers. Calico, he went through a bipolar crisis. He said he beat him 1 week. The next week, he was on live. You got me. Let's run it back. So... And I'm gonna get to a point here, which is I think Surf. This is why antagonizing people and being a shit talker means I could watch this. What I told you, and then goes to the Twerk battle, right? 3-0's Twerk, but Twerk doesn't even show up. Like he bodied Twerk. That was Jersey on Jersey. That was the main event battle, the volume card. Did you notice that in all those 3 battles, each opponent asked him for a rematch? I noticed that one day. I'm really thinking, John. Remember he went on live. Run me my fade back. You remember that?
Yeah.
Calico once again live with Nunu. Both of those live with Nunu. Alright. Can we have the trilogy? Run me my fade back. Twerk was just on the Twitter Spaces. Yo, just run me my fade back.
Yeah.
He losing to Surf is big. Why? Because he talks so much shit. So right now, I'm saying, Surf can say anything he wants right now.
Okay.
Just period. And this goes into the Verb thing, which we're gonna touch on in another episode coming soon. When we talk about the Midnight Madness, Verb has to understand that Surf is just the golden child right now, period.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah.
not about being babied. He bodied his last 3 opponents, and he's a shit talker. When you're a shit talker and you win, it's different from just winning.
Yeah, you're right.
JC will win, and you will be more interested in a fight that happened. Sue Surf wins, and it's the culture's like, yo, people are tweeting he's the best battler in the world right now. It's his impact was. There's certain people in the culture that when they're in it and they're active, the culture shifts.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot. I think I can only maybe not even name everyone on my hand. It's Surf, Cassidy,
Okay.
and Rex.
Okay.
But who else will really shifts the culture when they're active? That shifts it. Besides those 3, Rex, Cassidy, and what are they all?
What?
Shit talkers. They're going
Yeah.
to sell the fight. They are shit talkers. So Surf's point that if he was to win, it's because of impact, but I don't think he could win champion of the year. He only has 2 battles, period.
All right, I kind of feel that
2 more, I think, and I think he should have it. If he had 2 more, like if he had took JC and Cortez this year and bodied them, he would be champion of the year.
Okay.
Now you have 5 and you bodied 5 people. You would have to give him champion of the year.
Okay. I feel like he definitely feel like he's definitely worth the being a contender for champion of the year. And only reason why I can't say he can, just on the point you said, he only has 3 battles, and also if you look at someone like, well,
And it's all at the end of the year.
Yeah, it's all at the
time
end.
is spread out.
It's all at the end of the year too, and I feel like that's another reason why we're kind of talking about him, because that's kind of smart too, like having it at the end of the year and then going into the votes.
But if it was spread out, is the conversation different if it's spread out through the year? Because one of the narratives is it's been the last 90 days. If it was spread out through the year, would it look different? Think about that. If it's spread out, like if he did one in the first quarter, one in the middle in the summer, and then ended off with Twerk, would it look different? Then it's all crammed up at the end of the year.
Honestly, I feel like that would kind of hurt his case. Because you think about it, you feel me, damn well, debatably go 9-0 in a span of 3 months is kind of like, damn, like, you feel me, that kind of gives him like brownie points, but having it spread out, I feel like kind of hurts. It wouldn't hurt his case, but I feel like it would kind of like not make it that significant a little bit, because you have like space and you just, boom, bop, bam. But I feel like he's definitely worth the contention. I don't feel like he can win it though. But a little part of me, like, I feel like, to the same points that you said, I feel like Surf is definitely has an impact on the culture. But the same point to me, I just feel like another part of me, I'm just gonna play, like devil's advocate, right? I don't feel like he was really faced with nothing, like, it felt easy a little bit.
But you can't.
Okay. I'm saying he made it look easy, but I feel like he didn't really stand in front of a round that was like good. Like, I feel like and to your point, I know if you beat him, your opponent, like, boom, bop, bam. But I feel like, you feel me, none of his opponents really like gave a fight.
Calico was good.
Calico was good, but
to me, Calico won the first round.
Yeah, but he was. If you think about all those battles, he was the only one that really gave a fight, and that wasn't really a good Calico. Like, I seen better. I seen
better Calico. But I think
better,
that was a good Calico. We just seen better Calico.
Yeah, I just seen better Calicos, and that John was.
No, I didn't like that John at all.
Like, and then I feel like.
And then Twerk choked.
Yeah, so for just to play devil's advocate, his opponents were even though they're good opponents and they're, you feel me, top tier opponents, I feel like he never really didn't have no real.
But he still competition. Performed better than the Perry. Even if they all came prepared, I don't think they would have beat Surf anyway.
I said I give you your points, but just to play devil advocate, that's the only part that kind of messes with me a little bit. Another contender that's worth talking about is Easy the Block Captain. So, how do you feel about Easy the Block Captain?
Great year. This was like his rookie breakout year.
Yeah.
Like, if there was a Rookie of the Year award, it's Easy the Block Captain.
Okay.
He had Rex. He had Chess, which was Battle of the Year, and Consensus beat Rex. He had K-Shine. Consensus has Easy the Block Captain. And I feel like he had one more this year. I know he had the 2-on-2. But I feel like he had one more battle. Oh yeah, and T-Top. T-Top was on the same card as DNA and Geechee Gotti.
Okay.
And he had the T-Top battle. Even though back to that T-Top, this is just me. I feel Easy Black Captain lost 3-0 edge. I feel T-Top edged every round. Not saying Easy the Black Captain was bad at that battle. I
Mm-hmm.
had T-Top, but still great year. But he never backed down from any opponent. A lot of the battles he showed dominance. He talked his shit. He marketed himself well. He joined the gun titles, whether that was a marketing move or not.
Mhm.
It was a good look for him. He had the battle of the year. But this is something that Geechee said, and shout out to Geechee's podcast, no studioing. Next year, even though we're talking about should he be this year, he had a great year, but next year's gonna be a big test for Easy Black Captain. Now they're gonna throw him killers.
Yeah.
He's gonna face Geechee Gotti.
Mhm.
Geechee's not gonna play with him.
Mhm.
He has a goods battle.
Mhm.
Goods is one of the hardest to beat, top 3 hardest to beat.
Mhm.
He's gonna face Calico, who's not gonna let off him,
Mhm.
right? Real Sick. That's one in your class. That's bragging rights.
Mhm.
Next year is gonna break or make easy.
Yeah, definitely.
So shout out to the year Easy had. I don't think he won champion of the year, but I do think he's the dark horse pick.
Okay.
But I don't think he wins champion of the year. He's had a good year. He's been consistent all year. Narrative, he's probably won all the battles this year because he's just a fan favorite right now. He comes with 3 rounds, like we said in another video. He can't really lose.
Mhm.
Shout out Easy the Black Captain, great year. Shout out Philly.
I just have like a unpopular opinion. I don't feel like he should be in contention champion of the year. I feel like the only reason he really is because of that battle with Chess. And like the battle with Chess does give you a lot of points, a lot of points.
Battle of the year.
But for me, like I just feel like just because he was new and like you feel me, they didn't have that like kind of like someone like that in a minute. Cause you feel me, like T-Rex kind of just went about his business. Calico kind of went, and like T-Top, he was there, but he kind of switched up to be more of an angler, kind of switched up his style. But they didn't have that in a long time. So like when they Easy came, it's like, oh, you feel me? And I feel like the consensus fans were kind of high. Like
Smack likes the street talk.
yeah. So I feel
you know what Smack acronym stands for?
Yeah,
The first word is street.
Yeah.
Smack likes the street.
Yeah,
shit.
so I feel like it was just a high, like, oh my god, like he's like, but I feel like he is good, but I feel like champion of the year, yeah, and like it's kind of like a little bit of a stretch, but I understand why. But I feel like rookie of the year definitely solid, but
He arguably didn't lose a battle all year.
okay.
For me to play devil's advocate, I don't have him. I'm just saying though, you could
Yeah,
say
you can
he didn't lose a battle.
You can say that.
And faced vets in different tiers.
You
He
could
faced
definitely.
top tier. He faced a legend.
Yeah.
He's faced young talent.
Yeah, but I can make that same case for Real Sick. Now I feel like
but
yeah,
Real Sick's in the top 10 for champion of the year.
yeah,
We could talk about. Let's talk about Real Sick. Real Sick.
yeah.
The other person in Easy to Block Captain's class that also had a break a year. And I feel he faced tougher opponents though.
Definitely.
DNA, Pat Stay, back to back.
Mm-hmm.
The Danny Myers battle.
Arsenal.
I think he had B Magic this year, even though he smoked him.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-on-2, even though he lost that one.
Mm-hmm.
So he stood in front of you, even to stand in front of Arsenal, Pat Stay, and DNA back to back and not die in any of those battles. You also got to give Real Sick serious consideration for the award. I just don't think Real Sick. Because he doesn't have a dominant win where someone fought back. You could say Danny, but Danny literally quit the battle. And in the Pat State, DNA, and Arsenal, he didn't dominantly win those.
Yeah.
He just didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel he made a big enough impact in any of those battles. He just has the names though that puts him in this upper.
Oh yeah,
echelon.
and Mike P.
And I had him losing to Mike P.
I had him losing too, but everybody had him winning. And
because it's the new guy Gab.
Yeah.
Mike P's been around, so
Yeah.
Mike P had to have been incredible, which he wasn't. But I still feel Mike P.
Yeah,
won.
I definitely feel like Mike P. won
The first round with the wind up toys, but that's not a story for another day. Shout out Mike P. Long Island. But yeah, shout out Real Sick. Great year though. Great year. And next year he's also gonna get some more tests.
Yeah, definitely. we're real sick. Like you said, he had definitely great showings. I feel like the only problem is he didn't really stand out. The only he has factors that made him stand out. Of course, like his flow pattern and the way he like speeds up his bars. He had um recognition for those things, but I feel like he dominate like you said. Like he didn't really show like you feel me like knock a nigga out like like you feel me, or even had like an opponent that gave him like his opponents were good, but they didn't like he was tested, but he just like you said he just didn't die. Like you know what I'm saying. So I feel like he just got by, but he had a great year, and I feel like he's definitely on the year for elevation wise. Um, yeah, he just had a solid year. Champion of the year, like I said, kind of a stretch. I feel like rookie of the year, he's probably the only rookie that could give him easy some like you know competition. But as far as that, I feel like he had a solid year. Um,
So, all for real sake, I feel the last person that's even in conversations of winning it, Rum Nitty. How do you feel about Rum Nitty's year? I feel the most slept on,
yeah,
but he should be. He's in the. He should be. He's in our conversation for top five. How you feel about Rum Nitty's year? I guess you can say also won the tournament since they split it.
damn. I'm not even gonna lie.
He faced legends this year too. In
Yeah,
T
I'm
Rex
not
and
gonna.
Serious
Yeah,
Jones.
I'm not gonna lie. Right, he had like in that whole tournament was like rematches too, right?
Yeah, drugs.
You could arguably say Romney didn't lose a battle as well, and he has a definitely diverse list of opponents.
Body Don Marino, top of the year.
That was a funny one. Um, damn. I don't know. It's just I don't. Damn.
I feel he slept on because he hasn't been in this last fourth quarter so much. So he's
Yeah.
kind of been forgotten, but still has had a crazy year.
Yeah, he had a crazy year.
Beat Cortez again, right, too?
Yeah. And he had a battle with like I don't know what the hell.
The Howl the Don battle.
That's what I'm saying.
He faced Howl the Don, Serious Jones, and T Rex in the same year. Those are all
Yeah.
legends.
Yeah. Oh, I think that would have like the resume is good, but like I said, it would have to come to Impact too, because the only impactful or something that had an effect this year was probably the tournament. Everything else, he kind of walk. That's kind of like a brownie. If you're just walking through it,
To come off the tournament and then beat Hollow, consensus wise, big.
yeah, and then Luke Castro.
Lou Castro, okay, and then Lou Castro too. So he's also
Damn. I feel like it would just have to come to Impact. I feel like those wins were just damn. You can I okay. I would have to give him some credit though. Like I feel like he belongs on that pedestal with like Geechee, Surf, and everything and everyone else because he does have a lengthy resume and a credible resume at that. But it's like I feel like it didn't shake the culture as much. But if you really watch those battles, he's really kind of just getting through and just punching and like just kind of winning them like separating himself a lot. So how do you feel about it?
no, like I said, he's had a great year. Did well in the tournament. He didn't die in any of his battles this year. You can arguably say he won all of his battles this year. Shout out Rum Nitty. There's also Rum Nitty's not a shit talker,
Mm-hmm.
so you may not hear about him so much, but he's had a great year. Shout out Rum Nitty. Shout out EFB.
Mm-hmm.
The two top members on it are really top three if you're really gonna be on and battle each other. So I guess to ask, who'd you have out of Geechee and Rum then?
What you mean?
In the battle, they battled though, so that has to
Oh,
matter.
yeah.
Picking who'd you have, Geechee or Rum?
I had Geechee.
Yeah, Geechee.
Yeah. But I feel like for me that was kind of like
You're
perfect.
gonna have to show your heart in a fade, like Drake cut.
I didn't like that.
Alright.
But I kind of just like Geechee material. It was kind of more like you know me. I like you feel me like when you're attacking your opponent like talking about like fake Jordans and the third round was more personal. Like I like personal shit. Like you feel me angles and shit. But it kind of was preference for me.
And then, but so then who do you have Geechee and A Ward, another top contenders that faced off?
If I'm being honest, bro, I wasn't entertained by it.
I think the battle. I think with Geechee and Ward, I had A Ward in the first, Geechee in the second, and then I think I edged Geechee the third. I think A Ward's third was short, but then still A Ward debatably beat Geechee Gotti twice.
So how do you feel about A Ward?
I don't think I think he's top five, but the no URL thing, I think that has to matter.
Yeah.
URL's the biggest league in battle rap, no matter how you want to slice it.
Yeah.
It is. He was on RBE, which also a top league.
Yeah.
And had good battles, but then if I was to say to you, if you want to be real, he lost to XL. No slight to XL, but Geechee's not gonna lose to XL. Surf's not losing to XL.
Yeah.
Easy the Block is not losing to XL. Chess is not losing to XL.
Yeah.
He lost clear to XL. Like, he went on camera and said, "I lost to XL." So
yeah,
that also has to matter.
That's definitely, yeah.
And as and even though to play devil's advocate against myself, he did face Arsenal in clips, but 1-round battles.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it was really.
I think what really boosted A-War was him versus Ill Will.
Yeah, because if you really think that was at the time, that was really a top battle, and like Ill Will at that time, even in the beginning of the year, Ill Will was like really on some shit. Like,
too, so that was a big battle.
Yeah, so.
And that also proves can A-Ward rock a stage.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
That was one of his real big, at least 1,000 people in the building.
Yeah.
And he kind of did. I didn't like that battle. I wasn't too into it like that, but a lot of people thought A-Ward did very well. But then in the next card, you can see he lost to Rosenberg Raw.
So, yeah, so, damn. So, like you said, your champion of the year is
Chess. Your champion of the year, Geechee Gotti. Shout out J Black and once again and the whole champion team for keeping that award thing alive. I think it's pushing the culture out for anything, pushing the culture. Shout out to all the participants. I made this, I just forgot what I was about to say. But shout out champion.
Yeah, so just for the last thing to cover, so going into 2022, who is like your favorite that you feel like has potential to win champion of the year next year? Since you have Chess, Surf.
I'm going from the horse's mouth. Surf said he's gonna win champion of the year this year.
Okay.
If I'm gonna say Surf, or I'll say Geechee again.
I feel like
or Easy to Block. A lot of the same names that are in it right now, I feel are in it next year. Okay. Chess, Easy to Block Captain, Geechee, Surf. Okay. They're just the biggest names, and if they put good fights, you gotta put them in there. A-Ward, you have to come to URL.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a video on that. A-Ward versus URL.
Yeah.
We definitely gotta do a video on that. I think that's hindering his career a little bit. I get the independent thing. Loso did the same thing. Where is he now?
Yeah, he's coming.
Eventually, you gotta come over here and come with the killers. Unless you're just gonna battle on KFC forever, but that's another story for another day.
For me, I feel like my favorites going into 2022 will probably be Chess or B-Dot, and I feel like a reason for the both of them. I feel like both of them are kind of due for big battles this year too. I feel like with the year, like going into this year, I feel like if Chess is really on that type of time, like he said I believe Surf said he's gonna battle Chess. I feel like Chess could get a hollow this year.
Yeah, but I feel. Can you get to B-Dot? Who's these big battles?
I feel like B-Dot too. You feel me? Like B-Dot could get cause if you notice too, B-Dot doesn't really have too many URL like big names on his.
I don't think he's gonna be booked enough this year.
Period. Why not?
Because we're going big stages. We just seen it implemented. He's not gonna be booked like that because that's not his plateau. He's gonna be booked on super fights, volume, and cards like that. I don't think he's gonna have big enough battles. I don't think he's gonna be booked enough. Period.
Okay, but I feel like he's gonna get those rewards too. Cause also too Can I get to my shit? He doesn't have that many URL opponents on his resume, so he has space for a lot of people. So just like you, he just had clips. I feel like he has the potential to get Rock. he has the potential to get who else has he got? He already battled Rum Nitty, like Shotgun Shot DNA Clips, Arsenal. He probably. Well, I feel like there's more people. Like, hold up, you got Arsenal, you got Rock. He couldn't battle Chess.
I think he needs a big win on a big card. Period. I don't know where that's gonna happen at. I think he needs a big win on like on a gnome or somewhere meant to solidify that he's gonna have battle people on these small. I think he needs a big battle, a bit, and really cement. Like he needs that cemented win. I don't see and what that's gonna be unless him and Rock's gonna be on a. Unless him and Rock have on a super fight.
Okay.
He needs a dominant win, like, and I don't know where that's gonna come from because the people you're naming is not easy fights.
Yeah.
So I don't know where it's at.
But I feel like
gonna come from.
I feel like but that's the reason why I feel like Chess and Beta, because I feel like they have like like Chess has like a he already has experience and all that, but I feel like the way he can go, he can get like some big top names that could really like fill out his resume, like a Hollow Surf, like big names too. Even I seen him like beefing with like Murder Mook. If he could possibly, feel me, get that, like I feel like he could do it for those big names.
Do the face chest though.
But you feel me? I feel like those two are kind of like they have potential to get like big names to come outside, so and have like good battles with them. So I feel like they kind of my favorites too. And yeah, I just don't see like an Easy. I feel like Easy's gonna get smoked soon. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah. Just so that's that. Anything else?
Champion.
Alright, so that's that. Hopefully we have a great year, 2022, and look forward to it.
Do you wanna shout out the fans for supporting, or are you gonna be rude?
Oh yeah, definitely shout out to the fans. We just reached 400 followers on Instagram, so definitely appreciate the support. Definitely keep following. Yeah, we definitely appreciate support. Make sure you like and subscribe everything, and also if you have any feedback, DM us, comment on the videos, everything. You feel me? Anything you guys have?
Any ideas or topics you want us to talk about? Like he said, definitely DM us. We're gonna be very consistent this year, and we got big things coming. Just stay tuned with the channel and support. It don't cost to show love, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I just really don't. So if we're keeping it real, we're not doing the drama, we're not clickbaiting. I know a lot of platforms that's just posting things from Twitter Spaces and getting all these views, but that's not even them. They're just posting it on their channel.
Yeah.
So where's the real content at? I don't know. Do you want me to start naming names? Because I'll do it. I don't know. I'll start naming platforms that are doing that right now.
So talk that shit.
There's a lot of clickbait going on right now. I don't do stuff like that. I'm trying to keep it real, but I don't want to get into that right now.
Niggas got him heated. But definitely.
I thought this was about talking about battle rap. I didn't know it's just recording over Twitter Spaces and posting it on the page. I don't know.
You're right.
I'm sorry. So if you're looking for real content, a real conversation about what's going on in battle rap, especially and I'm not talking about shit, and we're doing strictly URL content.
That's a fact.
I'm just letting out the bag now. I'm not talking about RBE or King of the Dot or Gate to the Garden or The Right. I'm talking about the platform that matters. I'm here to talk about the NBA. If anyone don't like that, then I'll subscribe and all that. I don't care if you got one viewer. We're here to talk URL battle. If you want to hear real, just the real, we're not sugarcoating anything. Whoever feels the type of way doesn't like it, so then don't watch it.
That's a fact. Definitely.
You can't copy respect. Like I'm just not. I want to start calling out these platforms that's doing it, but I'm really not. I'm gonna control myself.
You're just gonna chill for a minute, but yeah, definitely yeah. So definitely keep supporting. Great episode.
All right, brother.